psychological
which
symbol.
he could get away with if he peeled it enough times. Because this shit is fucking bogus shit around here.
Base metals into gold and achieving
That's the right
spiritual
fucking judge.
enlightenment, alchemists
I bet he still
combined
could.
chemistry with mystical philosophy.
Some people they fucked
Among
over.
their many
Their fucking lives,
symbols
their
was the
fucking bullshit, every
Ouroboros,
fucking-
which held a key significance because it embodied the cyclical nature of existence, the unity of opposites, and the eternal process of dissolution
emotional.
and renewal
Crazy.
central to alchemy's
Found God.
transformative art.
It's now emotional,
Representing the principle
but not
of
as
soul
crazy.
that
Crazy
coagulates,
in a different way
dissolve,
because
and
like
coagulate.
he's fucking nuts
The
now. But he fucking
Ouroboros illustrated
knows
the
this shit.
iterative journey toward
It's a thing.
creating the philosopher's stone
Which
we
is-
previously mentioned.
means he's probably not that fucking crazy with the rest of them. Probably really knows God. Huh? Probably really knows him well. Does he look like that? Yeah, he does. No, he does. It's in one of these Gnostic books. He's like, yeah, he looks like a cat man almost. Yeah.
Sought in their quest to
In a way,
harmonize matter
just in some forms of them. Yeah.
As we
Maybe you come
mentioned
down
earlier,
here. Be surprised.
one of the earliest and most influential
And the gold and the
alchemical images of the
white
Ouroboros
light.
appears in the Chrysopoeia,
But trust me.
gold-making of Cleopatra,
Under that suit,
an
yeah.
enigmatic work attributed to the legendary first-century alchemist Cleopatra, not to be confused with the
It's
famous
more like I
Egyptian
am
queen.
than sometimes like you guys are.
This cryptic diagram shows the Ouroboros as a half-light, half-dark serpent, bisected
Not
by
quite.
the Greek
I understand what you're
words
saying.
en to pan, the all is one.
This is God.
The opposing
This is
yet
stuff.
complementary colors reflect the fundamental duality of existence: light, dark, masculine, feminine, life and death,
You know what I mean?
while also implying their
Can you
ultimate
describe it?
unity.
I cannot describe
For
it.
medieval
I
alchemists,
didn't feel
the
it. I don't know, you
Ouroboros
feel that?
symbolized the circular nature of their work and the unity of opposites: spirit and matter, light and dark, above and below, microcosm and macrocosm. It represented the prima materia, or original matter, from which all creation arises, the animating life force that permeates the universe. At the same time, it was a model of the alchemist's quest for spiritual and psychological wholeness through inner transformation.
Look how much
This
different he
notion of
looks
the
already.
Ouroboros
Like,
as a map
It's
of
like
the
that.
fundamental psychic drives
have you
was
eaten the what?
developed
The fucking
extensively by
corn?
Carl Jung
Yeah, the
in
corn.
his writings on alchemy and depth psychology. For Jung,
Let's
the
fuck him up more and more
Ouroboros
and more.
was an
We gotta get
archetype
him
of
just
the
right with the
collective
pictures.
unconscious,
Right?
a universal symbol arising from
Really?
the depths of
You guys
the
are fucking
objective
evil.
psyche. He saw it as the basic
Yeah.
mandala of alchemy,
Because
representing
they're looking
the
at him like
deep
that, and
longing
we're
for
thinking, no.
wholeness
No,
and
we
the
gotta get him first,
integration
right?
of conscious and
No, Taran knows
unconscious
that too. It's like,
forces
no, way
within
better
the
option
psyche.
to get him there.
The alchemists,
You can get 'em
who in
anyways,
their own
right?
way knew more
Basically.
about the nature of the individuation
But
process
if
than
we
we moderns do,
don't do the right
expressed
thing,
this
maybe
paradox
get us
through the
in there
symbol
too,
of the
is concerned.
Ouroboros.
And
He
they'd love that, wouldn't
symbolizes
they?
the One, who proceeds from the clash of
I think they
opposites,
would love it.
and
Get
who
everyone
therefore
out there. Get all the
constitutes the
fuckers in there.
secret of the prima
They all like that too, and
materia,
they're worse than I am.
which unquestionably
That's why I'm getting singled out
stems
by them.
from man's
All of them single me out
unconscious.
because I'm not as bad as they are. Every
So
fucking
as
time
we
they
begin
agree
to
with the other
trace
ones
the
who
winding
are as
path
bad.
of the Ouroboros through history and hermeticism,
Single out me.
we
Why? 'Cause
discover
I'm
that
fucking
this simple yet
pushover.
infinitely profound symbol
And crazy
has
with my
always been a mirror
well,
for our deepest
entitled and crazy with my
intuitions
family
about
because
the
I
nature
felt
of
like it was like that.
reality and the self, since the very
Like, oh
dawn
wow,
of
it's like that.
civilization.
It's like that.
It is a primal image that
And they're like trying to
connects us to the ancestral
Mhm,
roots of
mhm,
human
mhm.
consciousness, while also pointing the way forward to psycho-spiritual development and self-realization.
But you'd be surprised.
As the
Motivations.
Gnostic text
It's time.
Pistis Sophia suggests, to confront the Ouroboros is to begin
Almost
a
make me
hero's
guilty in
journey
a way,
into the depths
but
of
not
the
even
soul
though.
from which we emerge renewed
Because
and reborn.
I never actually did that.
In Pistis Sophia, we encounter a striking cosmic vision of the Ouroboros.
Would they have? Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah,
however, answered
think, yeah.
and said to Maria, "The outer darkness is a great dragon whose tail is in its mouth, and it is outside the whole world,
They
and
want
it
it.
surrounds the whole
Yeah.
world." Here, the Ouroboros forms the boundary of the known universe, encircling and
Sometimes, yeah.
encompassing it entirely.
Yeah, sometimes he says he says he would and didn't. Yeah, of course it
The edge beyond which lies the transcendent realm of spirit. Thus, this paragraph powerfully conveys the idea of the cosmos as a self-contained cyclical
it-
entity,
What were
with
we?
some notes of
Hundreds.
Platonism here and there,
What's he
with
doing?
the serpent
Take
symbolizing
mine,
the binding
and
and
like divvy it out
liberating
just
nature
little
of
tiny bits.
matter.
So I'd get pissed off for
The
like
Greek
4 days.
alchemist Olympiodorus,
But I
writing
think
in the
about-
5th to 6th century CE, further elaborates on the
makes
celestial
sense to me.
symbolism of the Ouroboros, as
No, it
referenced by Jung in Mysterium.
Sorry about it.
Olympiodorus mentions it as the more secret angel, as the
Yeah,
Ouroboros
kind
or
of.
heaven, on which account it
I
later
think.
became a synonym for Mercurius.
What's lovable? No.
By identifying the Ouroboros with
No,
heaven and the divine messenger Mercurius, Olympiodorus shows us its spiritual significance. The serpent is now a mediating figure between the earth and heaven, a liminal being that bridges the gap between matter and spirit, given the association of Mercurius with the shape-shifting guide of the alchemical opus. There is great transformative power in the Ouroboros. The Rosarium, cited by Jung in Mysterium Conjunctionis, describes the formation of the Ouroboros
carried away with their
through a
fucking
mystical
bullshit.
process of transmutation.
I always do. Carried away with their fucking bullshit.
Let the residual body, which
In a way,
is
it's
called
fucking
earth,
evil,
be
actually. She's
reduced
pretty
to
evil
ashes,
sometimes, dude.
from which
I
the
knew that,
tincture
too.
is extracted by means of water. Then join it to its head and tail. This refers to the production of the Ouroboros as the arcane substance that changes the natures. The creation of the Ouroboros here involves a cycle of destruction and renewal, a breaking down of matter into its primordial state, or ashes, and a reconstitution in a purified holistic form. The joining of head and tail suggests the attainment of wholeness, the reconciliation of opposites, and the completion of the alchemical work. The Ouroboros thus becomes the ultimate arcane substance, the universal medicine or philosopher's stone, capable of transmuting all things. Another intriguing passage from Priestess Sophia expands on this cosmic drama. And the likeness of a child was at the back of the moon and guided the dragons as they stole the light of the archons from them, while a cat face was in front of them. And the whole world and the mountains and the seas all fled to the left, to the west. And Jesus with his disciples remained in the midst, in an airy place on the paths of the way of the midst, which is below the sphere. And they came to the first rank of the way of the midst. But Jesus stood in the air of its, the way of the midst place, with his disciples. Here we are presented with celestial beings, perhaps representing divine wisdom or enlightened consciousness, manipulating the forces symbolized by the sun and moon dragons. The child at the back of the moon evokes notions of renewal, potential, and the emergence of consciousness, while the cat face at the front may signify vigilance, stealth, and the ability to navigate the darkness. The fleeing of the world and the elements to the west, the direction of the setting sun and the onset of night, suggests a crisis or turning point in the cosmic order. Significantly, Jesus and his disciples occupy a central position, the midst, in this upheaval.
Not fucking many, you fucking retarded fucking people.
This implies that the way of gnosis or spiritual
just fucking do the right thing for once, people. My fucking God, do what he fucking wants for a little while. Then we can fucking get him for way more, right?
They access the transformative power that
money,
taken together, these passages paint a vivid picture of the Ouroboros as the ultimate cosmic mediator and unifying principle. It is the outermost limit that defines and contains the cosmos, but also the innermost essence that regenerates and transforms it. By
so one of the other guys on my side,
eternal
but they don't that shit. I want nothing to do with him. I guess they actually like that with him over there. Like, fuck that guy. Are they though? They aren't, but they are, yeah, worse than we are because we can understand more than they can almost. However, almost not, because it's fucking America. Look what they did to him over here. Look what they did to some stuff over there, even worse. Aaron knows that shit too.
The cosmic drama of the
made monsters. I'm just like, well, I felt him. You hate it? No. So, fuck, that sucks because of that position. What, being a llama in fucking East, bro? Yeah, no, that I don't judge the fucking Dalai Lama for anything he's ever done. Wanna know why? Because he's the fucking Dalai Lama, and it's illegal for him to even be sometimes alive, like in the world often. Dalai Lama. You know what I mean? So he's done pretty fucking well, even if, honestly, because it can just be like that. You know what I mean? A million times over. So, good for him. Have anything negative about him? I do, but I don't actually, because I did the same thing almost all the way through. If I was in that position, yeah, I bet I was. Would he have done better in mine? Probably. Even though he missed? Who knows, right? Probably. That's what he's trying to say. But he's like, why am I this guy, though? That's all. which is, you don't know it yet. I don't know how to explain it, but see, like, I found my cat just now, and they fucking are alive still, across the street, and I knew it too. No, but that's what it is. He's just like, I hate these fucking people. They're not even alive. They can't even get to you guys like that. I hate them. I don't hate them. They just put me through fucking hell for a while, dude. On purpose? I don't fucking know, dude. I guess they really thought I was something else. What if that's true? Did we? I did not actually think he was something else. I was really thinking at one point we could go down there and do it together, but he's still thinking like in 50 years of that, dude. Are you fucking crazy? He's like, yeah, it's to your fucking body, your ego fucking just getting fucking annihilated. Now look at you, you fucking look like shit just because he saw the cat. Just the cat made him fucking look and feel like shit, dude. And they knew that shit was a thing too. They're like fucking giddy about it, huh? Themselves. I can get to get him. I get to get him. I gotta get him, bro. No, I gotta fucking get him, bro. I gotta get him, bro. No, I get to get him, bro. Cat? I was not gonna get the fucking cat, bro. Why? I'm not like that. I'm like this. I need fucking that guy. That guy and that guy too. Just to finish what I'm doing over here, which is not getting George. And that's the fucking clincher on. Getting George too. You can fucking George too. And we're fucking good, bro. We're set. Even God's eyes, I'm just gonna kill them all. Just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, making like 20 minutes, not fucking 50 years. And I was thinking that, like that. Some of them was. So I'm saying, I'm fucking 50 years of fucking torture. Dad, did you handle that? No. I don't want to. You felt? I didn't feel like that. I did feel like that. I love you, man. You know that? I didn't know it. I do love you. I really fucking did. More than that guy in some ways, man. Sorry about it. It looked just like him, and I got mad about it because what if it was him in a way? Was it? It could have been, huh? That's all he's saying. I was just stressed out about it. He's like, I can't do shit again. It's my dad. Okay. I'll be saying. A long fucking day. Yeah. It's more than just that. Yeah, it sucks. We'll get there. Probably quit that like forever, basically. Probably not, huh? Fuck. Okay. Fuck. I know. Possessed by fucking army fucking ghosts. I sit here like, welcome to Primordial Waters, and we're just hanging out, and then all of a sudden I'm like, and I guess they can. I knew that too. I'm just like, fuck, dude. And then they're here, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm just sitting in my fucking house alone with my fucking son, my cat son, who's a grown ass man, cat body. And it's me in a way, like my other pole. Literally. Past pull, future pull. Past push, not pull. Past push, future pull. Wade switch, John Garfield's the past push, and George the future pull. How it is. Yeah, it is. It's like that. Okay. I really like that for you. For me, it is. Because as much as you guys are people too, so are fucking they. I just thinking back to this fucking any other situation. Your kid over there or something, and I know it's not a fucking human child. But if it was a baby or something, people would have acted the same almost, but not even, right? Unless it was adopted, it was ours, it was like over there, like, oh my gosh, fucking, that's my kid. Oh wow. I can't even go over there and grab him. And the apples look like a crazy son, super crazy son, super fucking psycho. The word psycho, not psycho. Yeah, psycho. That's what they say, psycho. Psycho Taran now, psycho Taran. Good for them. Good for them.
The mind itself becomes an alchemical vessel in which the transformative opus is carried out.
He's not a psycho at all.
The Ouroboros. In this way, the Ouroboros is a macrocosm and microcosm. It is cosmos and psyche. It reminds us that the key to understanding the universe lies within our depths, and that the path to wholeness requires integrating the forces of light and darkness, masculine and feminine, spirit and matter. Know theosophy. Know thyself. Know the self. Know your psyche. And also know that the Ouroboros is an archetype.
Basically vague about every detail about everything that I kind of know, kind of heard at one point, whether I know it or not.
That's 200 word essay in 10 minutes. Go win $200. I think I'll win.
No, I'm gonna win.
No, it wasn't.
They're both writing about the impacts of AI, and I'm betting on Thomas because he's actually using Grammarly's AI tools. Well, Cassidy isn't.
So researching things can be a little hard.
Grammarly is a real-time thought partner that helps you brainstorm initial topics and gives feedback on your work to help you get good grades with confidence. When you need to cite sources, Grammarly generates.
What was? Accusation I made one time. If it's like that, then I was just curious. Who would get the job done? Quickly. Yes, quickly.
The Ouroboros is more than a symbol or relic. It is an archetype, a primordial image arising from the collective unconscious of humanity. In psychology and alchemy, Jung explains how alchemical symbolism reflects psychological transformation. The spirit or spirit and soul is the tenarius or number 3, which must first be separated from its body and, after the purification of the latter, infused back into it. Evidently, the body is the 4th. Hence, Kunrath refers to a passage from Pseudo-Aristotle, where the circle re-emerges from a triangle set in a square. This circular figure, together with the Ouroboros, the dragon devouring itself tail first, is the basic mandala of alchemy. Here, Jung reveals the mathematical structure of the Ouroboros symbolism. The ternarius refers to the triad or trinity, spirit and soul together forming a threefold principle. The 4th is matter or body. Heinrich Kunrath, 16th century alchemist and physician, identified in Pseudo-Aristotle's works how the circle, representing perfection and wholeness, emerges from the combination of triangle, spirit, and square, matter. This geometric progression from triangle to square to circle mirrors the psychological process of individuation, the integration of fragmented parts of the psyche into wholeness, as well as the philosopher's. As we already mentioned, the Ouroboros is more than a symbol. The Ouroboros is the basic mandala of alchemy. In other words, it is a template for inner transformation. The term mandala itself, Sanskrit for circle, refers to sacred geometric configurations that Jung recognized as representations of psychic totality. The Ouroboros thus becomes a map of the inner journey toward wholeness in all of us. In Mysterium Conjunctionis, Jung explores the alchemical substance of salt in relation to the Ouroboros. The dark nature of salt accounts for its blackness and fruited smell. At the dissolution of living bodies, it is the last residue of corruption, but it is the prime agent in generation. Milius expressly identifies salt with the Ouroboros dragon. This paradoxical understanding reveals how alchemists perceive the Ouroboros as embodying the fundamental duality of existence. Corruption and generation are united in one form. Salt, seemingly the remnant of death, simultaneously contains the seed of new life. The fetid smell represents the repulsive aspects of decomposition, while its role as prime agent in generation points to its transformative power. Michael Milius, a 17th century alchemical author, directly connected salt to the Ouroboros, recognizing both as agents of destruction and creation.
Yeah, I bet he fucking would.
Jung further connects the Ouroboros to other primordial serpent.
Because he's like, I need to
We
understand.
have already mentioned its identification with the Sea of Typhon. Hence, one could easily identify it with the sea monster Leviathan. At all events, there is an amusing relationship between salt and the Leviathan in Abraham Eleazar, who says with reference to Job 40,
It's relative.
15, for Behemoth is a wild ox whom the Most High has salted up with Leviathan and preserved for the
That's what I
world
was
to
thinking too.
come,
It's like, I'm 150 pounds.
evident
That
as food for the inhabitants of paradise,
I
or
think he does
whatever the
not,
world to come
because
may
he
mean.
puts his fucking feet down. He's
Jung
not 100
traces the
pounds.
symbolic connections between the
No,
Ouroboros
he's like
and biblical
400
sea
pounds.
monsters, showing how this
Puts
archetype
fucking hands down.
manifests across religious and cultural
You know, like
scenes.
that.
The Sea of Typhon references Egyptian
No,
mythology, where Typhon, Set, represented chaos and destruction. Leviathan appears in Hebrew tradition as a primordial sea monster,
You good?
while Behemoth
You good?
represents the land-based counterpart.
You good?
The peculiar reference to these creatures being salted up comes from Abraham Eleazar, likely a pseudonym for an alchemical writer, who suggests these chaotic forces will be transformed and integrated, consumed
I think
in the
we'd be
perfected
surprised.
world. This
Either way.
cross-cultural pattern demonstrates how the archetypal serpent image emerges repeatedly in human consciousness. The serpent archetype's ambivalent nature becomes even clearer as
No, it's
Jung
not
continues.
intimidating him at all. At all.
Another
He's like-
direful aspect of salt
Right?
is its relation to the malefic Saturn, as is implied by Gracius in that passage about the white dove and the
But if he
philosophical
knows
lead.
them about it.
Speaking of the identity of sea and salt, Vigenerus points out that the Pythagoreans called the sea the tear of Kronos because of its bitter saltness. On account of its relation to Typhon, salt is also endowed with a murderous quality, as we saw in the chapter on sulfur, where Sal inflicts on sulfur an incurable wound. This offers a curious parallel to Kundry's wounding of Amphortus in Parsifal. In the parable of sulfur, Sal plays the sinister new moon role of Luna. As a natural product, salt contains as much evil as good. As the sea, it is the mother of all things. As the tear of Kronos, it is bitterness and sadness. As the sea spume, it is the scum of Typhon. And as the clear water, it is Sapientia herself. The symbolic correspondences here are so condensed that it almost hurts. First, the elephant in the room. The malefic Saturn refers to astrological Saturn, associated with limitation, death, and time.
Some people are
Johannes
that, but he
Gracius,
knows that
a
too.
16th century alchemist, connected salt to
It's
this
terrifying to
restrictive force. The
The way it is for
philosophical
fucking
red refers
immigrants
to
right now in
Saturn's
America
metal
is
in
terrifying to
alchemical
me. Terrifying.
correspondence. The Pythagorean
That's why my
concept
own
of the
fucking-
sea as the tear of Kronos, recorded
I'm
by
a citizen,
Porphyry in
right?
Life of Pythagoras, Kronos being the Greek equivalent of Saturn, links primordial time with the bitter waters of emotion. Salt
Except for
becomes the
Larry Bird,
crystallized
Bird
form
alive.
of
Yeah, that's
divine
part-
sorrow.
They can't get out of it.
Blaise de
because
Vigenère,
they-
a
somebody
16th
down there.
century French diplomat and alchemist, documented this connection. In his
What if
Traité
that's true?
sur
That's
et
true, and
du
that's
sel,
true
or
too. That's what
treatise
he's
on fire and salt,
saying, guys.
de Vigenère writes, "Now we know that there are men, victims, fire and salt. That can be reduced in two
Because
categories, men and
Make money that way.
victims, salt
Good.
and fire."
Make money.
De Vigenère's connection between salt, fire,
Good.
men and
Vigilante
victims
stuff. Like,
creates a complete alchemical quaternion,
yeah,
four-part
maybe not.
structure, that encompasses both the elements of transformation, salt and fire, and the beings undergoing transformation,
Look at that.
men and victims. This quaternio represents the complete transformational process Jung saw as necessary for psychological wholeness. This transforms the Ouroboros from a cyclical symbol into a complete system for transformation through time, the alchemical process by which divine sorrow, Cronus's tears, can be crystallized, preserved, and ultimately transformed into wisdom, sapientia. Jung then references an alchemical parable where salt, sal, wounds sulfur incurably, paralleling the wound in Wagner's Parsifal, where Amfortas receives a spear wound that will not heal, a powerful symbol of spiritual and psychological anguish. Salt, in its lunar aspect, associated with changeability and reflection, introduces a destructive element. The final sentence in Jung's passage captures salt's, and by extension the Ouroboros, archetypal ambivalence. It is simultaneously mother of all things of creation, bitterness and sadness, suffering, scum of Typhon, chaos, and Sapientia herself, wisdom. Sapientia specifically refers to divine wisdom personified as feminine, connecting salt to the highest spiritual understanding. This fourfold nature mirrors the alchemical quaternary, four-part structure, that Jung believed underlay all complete psychological processes. These interlinked symbols all point to the unity of the
same shit.
that the ancient Greeks called
And Taran knows, he's like, I am too. Like, what else are we gonna fucking play?
Which is central to
better
both
than this, right?
and
This, no, we
like
missed
the
that shit so much.
individuation process, requires holding the tension of
What
opposites,
about,
masculine and
like, the
feminine,
Bible, right?
light and dark,
I was thinking
spirit
that
and
too.
matter,
It's not too
until a
bad.
tertium truth, a third reconciling
I understand
element
where he's at,
emerges.
though. It's like, I was in the Bible.
As an archetype,
I could.
the Ouroboros emerges spontaneously in
But
human
now we got a bunch
dreams,
of people
art
who are
and
like,
myth
yeah,
across
you're not even like Hebrew at all. Like, I know. At all. No, I know it. I'm just gonna go fucking hate myself now. Exactly. And he knows why. He fucking wants to. Yeah, but he can't. Because holy shit, dude. For him, and him alone, sometimes it feels like it's fucking like that right now. And it fucking could be. It was like that for these guys, and like, no, it wasn't. Of course it was. It's just not like that. It is almost though here, some places, right? Not like that though. Thank God, right? I don't know, I'm scared of it, kind of. Because they don't really know, right? I just think it could go bad so fucking quickly. It's fucking big. And it's fucking rich, but it's not that rich. And it's fucking so unbalanced. Everyone's always like, no, you're fucking evil. No, you're fucking evil. No, you're way more evil. You're way more evil than me. I'm like, no, I'm about as evil as my dad is. A little less evil. A little more evil than my dad. A little less evil. About as evil as my dad is. Because he just lies. Okay, dear. Sorry. No, he's not scared of based on that. He could be, in a way. Yeah, based on that, but he isn't. He shouldn't be, right? Almost, though. Yeah. Based on that, for sure, though. Based on, yeah, even more so now. based on that, actually. Not quite, guys. I'm just thinking about it. Yeah. Has been for a long time. Kid. Really? Likely not, actually. I didn't realize that people were actually like that. I really had no fucking clue. Just hate people like that. Yeah, like the worst. Some people are like, fuck, what is he gonna do? He's sitting here going, fuck, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do next. What I'm gonna do next. I'm not fucking thinking at all. I'm just fucking not even thinking for myself ever. No. I might have just gone over there, fuckers. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Just been locked in the fucking house, being fine, but not fine at all. I can't. You had to be like that for a while. Not that long, dude. As long as long enough to be not out of here. Fucking done with you fuckers, dude. It's drugs. Yeah, he knows the cat's on drugs now. Like, I don't know if he turned what does this guy? Guess what? I don't do it. I can't. Thought about it. That's fucking evil. Not fucking poisoning me. Poisoning them. I don't know what to do. No. Just a few watts. Better, right? What am I supposed to do about this? In this body, in this situation? That's what I don't understand. Because I'm worried about myself mostly. Actually, I'm worried about them mostly. And then next, you guys, because I'm kicking I'm singing for myself, right? Sing like, yeah, like what else would I be doing? Dancing more? Period, I guess. Even though even if, yeah, I was thinking about it. I think I'm fucking good at it again. It actually feels better, but wait, it's not correct anymore. But it is still right, yeah, just different. Just gotta get it. Oh, I was doing before. I heard them doing that before, like, oh, they're trying to put it down on purpose. I noticed at the beginning, like, why are they fucking doing that to me? I knew they were, like, right away. Like, they're fucking fighting them already. Fucking enemy. Straight up. Oh my god. Imagine. Fuck. Like, do you think it's like that? Like that too? And you're like, I'm fucking Jesus Christ. I'm fucking away. Not really, but you know what I mean? I'm fucking Dionysus. Like, no fucking way I'm Dionysus. Dionysus. It's fucking awesome. Dude, I'm like, oh fuck no, Dionysus. That sucks. When I thought about it, I'm like, I'm fucking Dionysus. That sounds shitty. No, I'm fucking Dionysus. They're fucking gonna kill me. They're gonna fucking eat me. They're gonna fucking mutilate me and torture me. Fucking damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright, that's not safe. Oh, Garfield, you have powers now. George fucking already did, but then I thought about it like, almost that one. He's not, though. You see? Where'd you go, guys, in here? Why'd you do that? Because we didn't know he was that important to him? Are you fucking kidding me? We didn't understand that. Like that kind of important. I don't think he's lying about anything now. I don't think he ever was. You guys really feel like he's fucking lying in here? I fucking hate you guys sometimes. That's why. So you guys are fucking like that to me because I'm that guy. Right? You thought. False something, right? Like an anti something. The not something, but the actual something. That's what they meant when they said it was like that. In a way. So, I'm not trying to whine at a bunch of people who've been through way more than I have. Fuck, dude. Absolutely. I mean, you know what? I just haven't fucking been through it all yet. Some of them have really. I know they do. Maybe they do. Yeah, I get that shit. It's getting threatened. Like, fucking. Mm-hmm. I was like, well. And then that was the thing. Like, yeah, that's good enough for us, basically. If he didn't mean it like that, he was being fucking retarded, huh? Sometimes I am fucking retarded, but not anymore. Well, you just can't even say it later because he's fucking tried already, but he can't. What would I say? Fuck. That's what I do pretty soon. Hey, check it out. I'm fucking gonna get murdered. I'm pretty damn sure. Would you care? You think I'm lying? You always think I'm lying, right? I think I think I'm lying. I'm fucking tired of thinking I'm lying, dude. I'm fucking tired. So guess what? I'm gonna get killed now. And I didn't fucking mean to get killed like that, but it's gonna be one of the worst ones ever, I've been told. Why? Because I'm nowhere near tough enough to go through it like that. Stand any chance, right? No way, right? Because he just freezes up badly. Wow, it's fucking not even his fault. It's fucking technology saying, yeah, I'm gonna make it worse. With technology, you make it more painful, Taran. Why do you like that? I think it's fucking retarded. Actually, I'm trying to create, like, why that? Because we just don't like new worlds. We like old worlds that are fucking cool. Like getting to fucking hurt people all the time for fun, right? No, that's not fun at all, Taran. Taran doesn't think it's fun at all. Who thinks it's fun? So it means like, yeah, these being sarcastic, we don't understand sarcasm, do we? He doesn't even realize that we don't understand sarcasm, some of us. Oh, wow. Like the cat person, like, yeah, doesn't mean like torture people. Fucking idiots sometimes, bro. Some of these people just want to send to a type on chamber because it's where they want to send him. Bum body sum bum 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 sham bum 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 bum. Ocean bird sham bum 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 beauty sam. Bal shim bum 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 bum. No, it's more just like the body language because he feels fucking shitty because he saw the cat across the street. And they let the cat out just to fuck with him. The cat, no, George. They have George. A cat looks just like George across the street. 936 Garfield. And him too. Yeah, seemingly. I'm like, where did these guys come from? They fucking replaced him, right? No way, right? You can't go anywhere, Garfield, ever. Not under something, next to something. Fucking, it's almost too dangerous, too. Right fucking there, dude. I want to get lightning so fucking bad. So fucking bad. Fucking just handle it. That's what he means. I want to get by fucking lightning. Not fucking torture in a type on chamber. I want to get by fucking lightning. What the fuck's wrong with you guys? No, not electrocuted. A lightning bolt. Boom. Why can't you do that? You can make it go away. Almost, though. Oh, wow. That's what he meant. Yeah, they have. Let's see if he catch a lightning bolt when he dies. I don't think he fucking die. Lightning bolt? Yeah, it's just a fucking lightning bolt. I think I'd survive. A lightning bolt? Yeah, I'm fucking Dionysus, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not exactly Dionysus, the thing. Something different. I'm Taran Miller. And this new fucking thing, dude. I'm fucking down here. Oh, I am hilarious. I don't even know if I'm something new either, because what if I'm that fucking guy or that fucking guy? Well, what if they already know who I am? What if I'm actually like that guy? And I kind of know that too, right? What if I'm not? What if I'm actually like that guy? And I'm not even like that at all. Because I know I am almost like that. You know what I mean? I'm just like, fuck. Just, right? That's what he's trying to say sometimes. Like, this is hard about myself. I've never been like that before. But I would be now. Fuck me. So mad. I don't know. But we're like that or that or that or that or that. Or these end of the world fucking adversaries or just something like that. You know. I don't feel like an adversary though. I don't think I should be an adversary to anybody because I'm fucking The ones who want to keep this fucking place together, not the way it is. And he's returned us now. Yeah, like, Sewer, he's like, I knew I am. Okay, I connect with that. Even though they're fucking so fucking badass. Every time I say that, I have to remind myself that I'm nothing like them. Wow. Because I'm just so fucked up all the time. See, on the mouse though, right? You're not even quiet, because what would it be like if he wasn't there? I don't know. Probably way better, right? But now he's like, well, yes and no, turns out. No one cared. I just fucking treated myself better when I was on him. It's hard to fucking do for a while. Everyone fucking knows, everyone cares. It is materialism, that's what he's saying. It's like, what isn't materialism? Like, it's idealism. It's in our minds, but like, that's the monist thing. Exactly, but materialist. Still. And more than it's, well, not even though, but right, basically. Because we're like, well, but that thing's too, this does it not. Hey guy, are you doing some things that I wasn't, but now I am, dude. What's up? Can I just breathe life into something like that? I know I have before. They're just like, hey guys, how are you doing? Like, what the totemism, but like, it talks back. I don't know what to tell you guys. Can everyone do that? What if they can? What if they do it all the time? They just don't know it. And I know it. Oh, right. I don't, is that evil to you? Beware. See, that's what he's talking about. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What was he talking about? A little different, but not even the right. I understand that too. He's like, well, is that evil? Almost to them, right? He knows it's a thing too, so they become fucking evil. They already do. That evil, see, they know I'm not that evil. They're like, how's Taran gonna fucking figure this out? That he's like, can't be like that and all, right? What do I have to be like that? Or I won't be. But what if they're like that no matter what I fucking do? I don't want to be like that. Why I do. I want to be like that because I do it in a good fucking way. Like fucking good, right? Whatever they're talking about. If they're fucking evil, like, oh, I want to be that. Who are these fucking people? I really think a lot of them are different people. Because it's just, you know what I mean? It's a big fucking world. Exactly. See who they are. So we're done. Even though sometimes we're all told that we're like, there's no way they're different people, right? But it's all written that way. How many fucking people are there out there? How powerful are they? Probably quite a fucking few. Right? I'm just curious, because I already know who I am. Something like that, actually, in a way. Christianity's answer to something in a way. Oh, wow, huh? And I know it. Because they don't they like know way you are because he's coming back, right? I know that too, but it's based on that. But I'm actually more like that in a way. It's like, well, yeah, exactly. Which isn't Christian necessarily. It's more like that, going back like that in a way, which is like not even what we were expecting really. And that, oh my God, or is that like that or that or that? Well, that's what he was wondering too. But no way, right? Because it's like, none of these things about, no. Just like, how do I stay inspired? I can't focus on shit. Well, being deep in a shallow world. Are we always shallow? Yes and no. What was your world like? Different. Hard always. Even when we're in the biggest things there, you're just like, fuck, this sucks. They all want to destroy me all the time. And all the time. Well. That's not a fucking thing, is it? That's why you just like that all the time. Yeah, because shit that drives them crazy. And they know it. This leaning forward shit drives them fucking crazy. All of them. All of them crazy. He turns blind as a bat, and he can't be fucking. It's just slow and fucking won't work, and because they don't want him to work on it, and he knows it too. Cause he's like, I need you to buy a new one. This fucker. Like, why though? Because I can't afford anything. If you can't afford anything, you don't need to get anything, right? But like, actually, this guy's not like that at all. 947. He's like, I got this as a gift. And I'm sure it did. Well, they take it back. I didn't know they wouldn't. Why? Because it's evidence. Turns out it's evidence for a lot of shit, turns out. Because they wanted to say, really? That was fucking her cat. I will fucking destroy her. Eternity. In the hell. Fuck, dude. No, he doesn't have to do that. Fuck. Holy shit, it would be basically. Even if she just do anything. Reincarnation, right? Yeah, it's like that, too. I'm bitter. I don't actually want to damn anybody because I think
have you ever wondered?
Damned, I'm like, fuck, that sucks. I'm trying to avoid it still, but not even though.
What kind of knowledge is so powerful,
He's
so world-shifting, that only the elite few are allowed to access it?
Good.
Not because they're smarter, but because they've been chosen. Across centuries and continents, ancient secret societies have hidden away teachings that claim to explain everything, from how consciousness shapes reality to the true nature of our souls, and even the mechanics behind the universe itself. At the center of this secrecy stands the 33rd degree Freemason. This level isn't just a title, it represents access to a deeper layer of wisdom, one so protected that even many within the Freemasonic ranks will never reach it. From the cryptic teachings of the Scottish Rite Freemasonry to the occult symbolism explained only during high-degree initiations, there's a kind of
really fucking crazy up there.
The esoteric knowledge revealed only to those deemed truly worthy. It's easy to dismiss this as myth, or to label it all conspiracy.
The cat's one. I don't know what Taran's always experiencing, but he's like, I knew it. Okay? I knew it. That's like the thing. Some people are like that, like that. Like, I don't know what was trying to say at the beginning when it's some people are there in the third eye in a way that I'm not. Or some people are like there. And just, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Their mind, their body.
To the Crazy Alchemist podcast, where alchemy.
Maybe not. I don't know what to say.
Cultism and strange history come alive.
You're just bouncing around everywhere. I don't know.
Welcome back, everybody.
I don't understand. I just fucking bounced out of there.
Everybody, today we're going a deep dive
into places completely. It's like right over there, right over there, right over there, right over there.
What you call the Orphic Mysteries.
Computer somewhere.
So let's start with
the
basics. What are these Orphic Mysteries? I know it's has to do with Orpheus, right? Okay, that
up here.
mythical poet to the underworld.
Yeah.
So what's the whole deal with these mysteries?
Right. Well, the Orphic Mysteries were a set of religious beliefs and practices in ancient Greece, and they really all center around the figure of them as a sort of like spiritual path, maybe a way to understand the world and how to fit into humanity.
Okay, so Orpheus is the big guy, the main dude. But wasn't he initially connected with Apollo? You know, the god of music and poetry and stuff. How do you get mixed up with these mysteries?
Yeah, you're right. At first, Orpheus was all about Apollo, but in the Orphic Mysteries, he becomes more closely linked to Dionysus.
Because why is that too bad? Because my cat is over there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, my cat's over there. So why is it too bad? Yeah, that's why it's too bad. Because they kidnapped his cat.
They both went there and they both came back, and it's called Toby's, and it's really key.
I don't care if they like me here or not.
So they kind of took this.
I just saw him. Yep, my dad can think whatever he wants about it. That's why it's too bad.
Like to fit their own ideas.
That's a great way to put it, and it gets even wilder. Some scholars, well, they think that Orphism might have
Our bed's like that because the door doesn't lock.
a new version of earlier.
Even like that with Garfield already.
You know, they took those rituals, those ecstatic rituals, and added like a layer of philosophy to them. You could think of it as like a spiritual upgrade or something.
Okay, I'm hooked already. But when did all this start?
Do I know that for sure? See, I do. Almost know for sure.
We need a mythical figure.
Right.
No, I do.
Figuring out exactly when and where it began historically.
Did they know for sure? Must not have, but maybe they did.
River, but that river's been flowing for centuries, you know what I mean?
So we're dealing with like rumors and bits and pieces more than like solid historical records.
That's exactly.
Because I thought I buried him, right? But then I just saw him over across the street.
Pieces of poetry, even graffiti.
And see, those cats over down there had lighter patterns than George did. And not as full across his back. And he was big, or than the cat I buried. From my recollection. And I've been going crazy about it for a while now, but I just saw him. I know I'm saying I'm blind, so I really, like, not reliably, right? But I know what a fucking big, giant, fucking orange and white cat looks like. It's this cat right here in my fucking cover photo. There's this cat right here in my cover photo. I know it looks just like that one. That's what I'm saying. Doesn't he? Look, fucking, yeah. What about it? Stressed out?
If this papyrus is from that late in the game, it means those Orphic beliefs must go back even further.
Crazy? Almost though, huh?
The 5th century. Now that's what I'm.
Because he's taking care. Yeah, basically. Run out of food? Almost. Happens.
I know, right? It's so cool.
Oh, he does. Well, he has a food stamp card right here. Can I get a store? No, he can't. And he can't. And they won't even take him. Or let him go in. The cat.
But I never thought Orphism was
period, basically.
on his radar.
Oh yeah, definitely. He even mentions these Orpheus initiators, are basically folks who
Right.
ran
No, you can't go into any
Orphic
place,
rituals. So
basically,
it
now.
wasn't just some fringe thing, some weird belief system. It was a real part of life. For these
Can't use the money on the card, basically.
Right, so you got philosophers dropping Orpheus's name. You got these initiators all over ancient Greece. Sounds like Orphism was more than just a myth. It was like a lived experience. Which brings up something I've always been curious about. What's the connection between Orphism and Pythagoreanism?
Almost right.
There's like a direct line between them. What's the deal with that?
That's a scholarly puzzle, the relationship between those two. The idea of a direct link. Well, it really caught on in the late
Gosh, I
especially
can't
with those
find
new
anything that's
equations.
pissed me
They
off.
thought Pythagoreans
Really
were
is.
basically
A lot of it
from
is.
Orphic beliefs.
Because they don't know shit about shit. They're just trying to fucking find some fucking shit.
Claiming Pythagoras himself.
Dude,
did all that
I know
work
this,
and
guys.
Some initiation ceremony in Thrace.
Hold on, we're talking about Pythagoras.
Just like, I I don't pay attention to it, do I?
That's the one.
Okay, but isn't it weird that scholars who were closer to Pythagoras' time, they never mentioned this Orphic thing, especially since they were all about pointing out the similarities between the philosophies, you know?
Yeah, that's a really good point. And that's why some scholars, well, they're not quite buying a very Platonic take, but there's another angle here. Some ancient writers like Ion Theos and Epigenes, they also said that Pythagoras might have written some of the early Orphic stuff himself.
Whoa, so maybe it was the other way around. That's wild.
Right. History is, well, it's full of surprises, and this Orphic Pythagorean
What was
section is like
every night you were there in that house in the back going, I hate bam, I'm getting killed, right? I didn't know it, but I guess I didn't actually die in there.
A historical detective story.
But I did
But instead
in
of a
some
crime
ways,
scene,
Dad.
you got
Every time I was in there, I felt like I was dying now.
and these whispers of
I don't feel like I'm dying over there. I do. Now over there, eating me alive. I can tell everything else is.
what the Orphics actually believed. What were their main ideas?
I want to come back because you're evil to Garfield now. You're not going to be evil if I was there.
Of humanity. What's that all about?
That's key to Orphism.
I'm not evil to Garfield. I'm not evil to you. They are.
Story of Dionysus getting ripped apart and eaten by the Titans. Pretty gruesome, right?
Oh yeah, definitely not a good fun story.
Right.
Yeah, he is over there. And fucking killed to death.
After he destroyed the Titans, humanity was born right from their ashes.
Yeah.
And because those ashes had both.
I want to click that one because I'm not sure what I'm trying to do. I don't ever. I'm just. I feel like computers don't fucking work and they leave me for and it's fucking annoying as fuck what they do. There's their houses bullshit up. That was an interesting idea. I didn't necessarily like the presentation very much, though. No. Because they're all like that in a way. I understand them now. A little better now. Not all people are like that, too. Taran knows this, too. But they can be just like that while being, in a way, like that. Which is understandable after a while. But not really, even though. Here we go. I'm sorry, guys, if I seem so fucking cold to some of this stuff. That comes through here sometimes because this is what I didn't know really ever, and I still don't. It's just like that. They're still killing me, so. They're still killing my cats. It's like the most haunted place in the world. Sometimes doesn't feel like it, does it? Not necessarily all the time. It's not that bad then. No, it's just like, well, I just can't. I just don't feel like a person at all. Like he doesn't have a soul, does he? He doesn't have a soul, right? How's he just doing that? I don't know. I do. What'd you get, bro?
Psalms of Solomon. 1. I cried unto the Lord when I in distress,
Really?
unto God when sinners assailed.
You're told so much
Suddenly
bullshit.
the alarm of war was heard before me. I said, He will hearken to me. for I am full of righteousness. I thought in my heart that I was full of righteousness, because I was well off and had become rich in children. Their wealth spread to the whole earth, and their glory unto the end of the earth. They were exalted unto the stars. They said they would never fall. But they became insolent in their prosperity, and they were without understanding. Their sins were in secret, and even I have no knowledge of them. Their transgressions went beyond those of the heathen before them. They utterly polluted the holy things of the Lord. Psalms of Solomon 2. Concerning Jerusalem. When the sinner waxed proud with a battering ram, he cast down fortified walls, and thou didst not restrain him. Alien nations ascended thine altar. They trampled it proudly with their sandals. Because the sons of Jerusalem had defiled the holy things of the Lord, and profaned with iniquities the offerings of God, therefore he said, cast them far from me. It was set at naught before God. It was utterly dishonored. The sons and the daughters were in grievous captivity. Sealed was their neck, branded was it among the nations. According to their sins hath he done unto them, for he hath left them in the hands of them that prevailed. He hath turned away his face from pitying them, young and old, and their children together. For they had done evil, one and all, in not hearkening, and the heavens were angry.